If not, you can just use a little towel underneath the knees here and just place your hands right on the earth. We're gonna jump right in with a little cat-cow. So drop the belly as you breathe in, open the chest. And if you're a cyclist or if you're just giving this a go to check in with the body today, really start by really paying attention to the sensations here in the neck, the muscles of your abdominal wall. And take one more breath here. And then exhale, same thing as you round for cat pose. Careful not to go into a little robot stretching mode. Just really pay attention. Ooh, what's tight today? What needs some love? And this is a way of, continuing to learn about the body, and it's really going to up your game in other areas of sport and in life if we approach the practice in that way. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Keep learning what's going on today. If you know about the muscles, like the anatomy of the body, you can even close your eyes and try to see those muscles. I do that a lot. And then exhale, rounding through chin to chest. See if you can really listen and feel the skin of the back body stretch. Inhale, drop the belly, heart comes forward one last time. Careful not to collapse in the shoulders here or the wrists, so claw into your fingertips and open through the chest. Try to get a nice opening through the collarbones here. And then exhale, rounding as you're ready. Last time, press into the tops of the feet and see if you can really press up from the ground so much so that your heart space is really lifting up towards the sky. Upper back body. Cool, then inhale, come to neutral. We're gonna curl the toes under and lift the knees and hover just for 5, 4, checking in with the belly, 3, lighting a little fire, 2, and 1. Beautiful, bring the big toes together. Knees are gonna go as wide as your mat or a little bit wider than the hips. And you'll walk the fingertips forward. And as you're ready, send the hips back to extended child's pose. So you can keep active arms here or soft arms here, whatever feels good. But definitely energetically reach your sits bones towards your heels. And you can find a soft sway here. If the forehead does not come to the mat, it's okay. You can use that sway to get a nice stretch. And in time, maybe the forehead will come to the mat. So we're starting to work into the shoulders here. We're also feeling a little massage, a gentle compression through the hip flexors, which we're going to stretch out today. And then just press into the tops of the feet and start to feel it out and deepen your breath. And so we're stretching the body, but we can also take this time for a little mental check-in, a little energetic hygiene. Take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, claw the fingertips into the ground, lift your heart, your center all the way back up. Walk the knees back in line with the hips, toes fall into line with the knees. And then we're gonna drop the elbows and keep them right underneath the shoulders. This is really important. Palms are gonna glue to the ground or the mat. And then you're gonna keep these 2 parallel lines of the forearms and the wrists and the knees and the ankles as you walk back. Puppy posture. So we have our first big shoulder opener here. You can be gentle. In fact, you should be gentle at first here, just feeling the stretch in the shoulder, and you might come up and out of it nice and slow. So if you're super flexible, you might be able to just go right into it. But I recommend nice, mindful movement in and out of the shape. And then eventually you can pause. Maybe the forehead comes to the earth. And you're gonna really lift up from your hip creases so that your pelvis rocks up towards the sky. And this should feel really great, long in the side body. Put a little weight into the fingertips, a little weight into the toes. You're here for one more breath, you got this. And then exhale, draw the navel in, connect to that little energy, that fire in the belly, and come all the way back up to all fours. Woo, should feel awesome. Cool. Walk the knees to the center of your mat or on your towel or blanket and curl the toes under and nice and slow walk the hands back. And as you walk the hands back, you're gonna really use what you got here to press the base of the palm into the meaty part of your quad and enjoy this little massage, this little combing of the muscles of the quad all the way up to the hip creases. And then when you get to the hip creases, you can use your thumb to really knead in there as much as feels good. And of course, while we're at it, we're stretching through the feet. And if you can, try to get a little lift up through this center line. We call this the plumb line, the spine, the sushumna, so that you're not just mindlessly crashing into your feet. So you're still getting a nice stretch, but there's a little bit of awareness lifting you up through the spine, which of course will help us on the bike or anywhere in life, driving, everything. Cool. Then flip the palms up and we'll walk the knees together if you can. If not, no worries. And we'll just sit up nice and tall for one conscious breath in and a nice conscious breath out. Wonderful. Walk the hands back out to all fours. Press into the tops of the feet, knees underneath the hip creases once again, hip points once again. It should feel good in the feet to really press down. Wrap the shoulders around here so lots of space, and the neck is nice and long. So we did this with the toes curled under. Now we're going to do it with the feet pressing down, toes uncurled. Inhale in, exhale, lift the knees and let them hover. Tug the hands back towards the knees, tug the toes towards the front of your mat. We create a little resistance, a little fire in the belly for 5, 4, 3, press away from your yoga mat, 2, and 1. Gorgeous work. Big toes to touch, knees as wide as your mat. Once again, extended child's pose, send it back. Deep breath in. Melt your heart down as you breathe out. Keep the feet where they are, legs where they are. Inhale, come up to all fours. Again, lower body stays where it's at. Left hand's gonna come to the center. Inhale, open through the chest. So open, open, open through your heart space. And then exhale, thread the needle. Come onto the outer edge of your right shoulder, your right ear here. And we're starting to really create space through the upper back body, down through the thoracic, and then breathe into your belly here. So you can create more stretch for yourself with this top arm. You can even take a little bind here or a twist. And please add the layer, return, keep reconnecting with your breath. And from the middle, navel draws in and up, tap to a little core strength here, even in the smallest of transition. And then we'll take it to the other side. Open through the left, stretch, 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 and thread the needle as you're ready. Come on to the outer edge of your left shoulder, rest on the left ear, and we keep this lifting up through the hip creases that we had before. And you can use your top arm to help you find more spaciousness. Breathe into your lower belly here. The trees are really dancing outside my room today. And then as you're ready, connect to your center, come all the way back up and in. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, knees back underneath the hip points. Wonderful. And we're gonna curl the toes under, send the right toes out here. And you're just gonna work the calf here by sawing front to back. Now see if you can maintain length in the neck so we're not collapsed here, but we're actually lifting the front body up to meet the back body here so it's nice and strong. And stretching the calf, breathing, not collapsing into the wrists. When you're ready, bring that right knee all the way up and in. We're gonna step it to a nice low lunge. Walk the left knee back, front knee over front ankle, and we just start to slowly but surely get a little bit light on the fingertips and find length through the crown. So if you don't get down this low on the ground too often, you can keep it nice and low and just slowly work it out. But in time, we're gonna want that information, that awareness to travel up through the spine. It's gonna also help you on the bike. So take one more deep breath in here, front knee over front ankle. Again, if you wanna intensify this hip flexor stretch, you just walk that left knee back even more. And then make sure you're not on a tight rope, but nice and wide. So like on 2 skis with your legs. And then take a deep breath in and open your chest. Open through the pecs, stretch. And then on your breath out, relax the head down, send the right hip crease back, and flex your right toes towards your face. So we're not coming all the way back here, but keeping this hip stacked over the knee. And it's really yogi's choice whether you want to press into the top of that back foot or curl the toes under. Find what feels good there and keep breathing here. It might be that you have a really generous bend in your right knee. So take a couple moments to explore your body. Every body is different. Nice and active in the right toes. To intensify this stretch, you can walk your hands in line with your right foot. Excuse me, allergies today. Okay, my friends, really dig into your right heel. Dig, 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 and press away. So lift up from your pelvic floor a little bit and then roll through that right foot nice and slow. Then we're gonna inhale, reach the fingertips forward, up and back. Big crescent lunge here. Imagine you're carrying a big beach ball up and overhead, so we're wanting to create more spaciousness in the shoulders and the neck and the chest and the upper back body. So imagine you're holding a big beach ball up and over your head. Then breathe deep, send your heart up, throat back, chin lifts. And then exhale to rain it all down. Left hand comes to the earth. You're gonna walk your right foot out just a bit and then turn your right toes out just a bit. Right hand, listen carefully, is gonna come to the top of the right thigh, and we're not gonna manhandle here or woman handle, or we're just gonna be really nice and gentle as we loop the right shoulder and open. Now you might find that you can come onto the outer edge and use your hand to push back a little bit, but you need to be really, really mindful. Really, really, really mindful and loving. Then think cobra here as you open through the chest. Deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly hug the inner thighs back to center. Come back to your nice low lunge. Inhale to open the chest. And exhale to walk that right foot all the way over for pigeon. So the right heel might need to come into the center big time. In time, we're working to get this shin parallel, but you need to focus on the sensation rather than the shape. So try to bring everything into the midline best you can, and then root down through the top of that back foot. You decide what feels best today. Every practice is different, right? Listen to your body's needs. You might stay up nice and tall today here. You might even start to work towards hands together at the heart, or you can take that pigeon to sleep here, one-legged pigeon to rest in a little forward fold. We're here for 3 to 5 breaths. Soften through the jaw, keep the toes active. And then connect to your center to slowly come up. Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. We're gonna press into the palms, come back to all fours, and curl both toes under. And then when you're ready, second side, extend the left leg out long. Start to stretch through that calf. Find the sits bone to heel connection here. And then remember, this is yoga practice. So the beauty of the yoga practice is the constant reminder to unite, right? Yoga, union. So careful not to just isolate the calf muscle or the Achilles. Think of it as a full body experience. So length through the crown, not collapsing into the wrists. Really drawing the front body up to meet the back body. Couple more motions here, front to back, sawing like a saw, in case that was confusing. And then when you're ready, bring the left knee all the way up and in, step it to your nice low lunge. Right away, front knee over front ankle, you'll walk the right knee back. And then just take it as it comes. That's the practice. Feel out your muscles, feel out the sensations. You might keep it nice and low. You might start to grow a little bit lighter on the fingertips. And in time, everyone, start to let the news from down below travel up through the spine so you can open the chest forward. Kind of come out of this rounding shape and open up. Great. Take a big breath in. And then exhale softly, rounding chin to chest. Pull the left hip crease back. Flex the left toes now towards your face. Again, you can keep a generous bend in that left knee. And then there's a tendency, there's also, to come really far back on that heel, which of course you can, you're in charge. But see what happens if you keep that knee right underneath the hip and focus on strengthening and stretching the belly of this hamstring with a slight or generous bend in the left knee. And if you're like, woman, I have no idea what you just said, just breathe deep. Enjoy this time with your body and your breath. You can walk the hands in line with the left foot for more of a stretch. And then dig into that left heel and slowly roll through, roll through. Loop the shoulders and reach the fingertips forward, up and back. Big crescent here. Big beach ball up and overhead. Squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. Keep tugging the top of that left thigh bone back. Create spaciousness in the upper body. You might sink a little deeper. Lift your heart, throat back, maybe opening, lifting the chin up to the sky just a hair. And then exhale to rain it all the way down. Walk the left foot this time towards the left edge. Open the left toes just a bit. And then right hand on the earth for stability. We'll bring the left hand to the top of the left thigh. And so the second side is going to be different. So you might not do the same thing you did on the right side with this side. You might just stay here. You might come up onto the right fingertips, or you might find a little bit of an opening, just gently using your left hand to guide that hip open, wrapping the shoulder blades. And then think about the psoas here, nice and long. So think upward facing dog or cobra as you breathe in. And then exhale, bring everything into center by hugging the inner thighs of the midline. Stay active in the toes to protect the knee. And we come back to our nice low lunge. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walking it over towards the right side. Your left foot for your pigeon. One-legged pigeon on the other side. Again, it's going to be different. So just check it out. Use your breath. Start to really listen to your breath here. And again, notice what it is on this side today. Each practice is an opportunity to check in with something new, right? Just like every time you get on the bike or anytime you do a run or anything like that, it's always very new if you're really present. So just stay present here. You might keep it lifted today, or you might take it into a nice forward fold. We're here for 3 to 5 breaths. Really listen to the sound of your breath in and out, in and out. Soften through the jaw, soften through the brow, and keep the back toes and the front toes nice and engaged. And then connect to your center. Just slowly come up. And this time we're going to come onto the outer edge of that left hip. And we're going to swing the right leg all the way around so you're coming to a seat. Yahoo! Then bring the feet as wide as your yoga mat. Hands come behind you and you lift up through the chest here, and then just exhale, take a deep breath in and exhale, send the knees towards the left, find that inner rotation in the right hip, and try to keep your heart lifted here. And then through center, little booty massage. We're gonna get another booty massage too before we end, and over to the right. And inhale, come to center, keep lifting through your heart, exhale to the left. So good. Inhale, lift up, and exhale to the right. Wonderful. Come back up to upright. We're going to send both legs out long, and then you're going to bring your right knee in. Check it out. I'm going to come to the leg baby, the infamous leg baby here on Yoga with Adriene channel. But today I'm actually going to take my right foot into my left hand and do a little variation for the glute, for the outer hip, for the piriformis. And so I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to take my right hand to the ground for stability, and then I'm going to lean back, bring my left foot to the ground, and then I'm going to slowly come on either to my right forearm. So actually try that first. And I'm just gonna rock side to side here. And I'm gonna use my left hand to just kind of really massage that right glute here. I'll turn this way so you can see. And then just go on a little exploration. This is what we're ending with today. So just find what feels good. Whoa. Should feel awesome. And if coming onto the forearm is not in your practice, you can just keep the hand lifted and work here. But should feel really good. And then after you've done it on the right side, connect to your center, your core to come back up through center, back up to seated. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you'll hug the left knee up and in, catch the left foot with your right hand. Left hand comes back. Then when you're ready, right foot comes to the earth for stability. And maybe we lean back on that left forearm and we start to explore the left side. So good. Seriously, so great. So wonderful for the lower back. And look, we don't need any fancy machine or anything for this. An expensive massage. We're just taking care of ourselves left and right, literally. And I probably look like a fool doing this, but it feels amazing. And if you're doing it with me, you know. All right, and when you feel satisfied, go ahead and come back up to center. We'll bring the soles of the feet together. Grab the ankles. And inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, relax the shoulders down and draw the tops of the thighs down, down, down. Inhale, just a lot of gratitude and appreciation for your body. And then exhale, just slowly nose towards the toes. I don't care how far you get, doesn't even matter. Just a little stretch to the back body. You can use your elbows maybe to press the inner thighs down. Maybe grab the toes. Nice and loose in the neck. Fabulous. Then press into your foundation and slowly roll up. And we'll cross the ankles.